The REST system was primarily developed to detect explosive substances in items of air cargo. However, it is now widely recognised that this system can be used in many other applications. For example, maritime and ports, road and rail freight, cars at border crossings, indeed any type of enclosed area such as meeting rooms and offices. Dogs' ability to sniff and detect substances is unsurpassed. The REST system has harnessed and developed these strengths to such a degree that these specially trained canines can detect an attogram of explosives, in other words about 1,000th of a pinhead. This means they can by far outperform conventional search dogs when detecting explosives. In Europe, this is called the REST system and has been developed primarily to detect explosive substances in items of air cargo. The way it works is that an air sample is extracted from an item that is suitably enclosed. This is done by inserting a probe into the item and using a pump, drawing the air through a filter. Here you can see several different items that are suitable for the REST system. REST can be used to detect explosives or other substances for various scenarios or locations. For example, maritime ports for investigating containers or ship supplies, lorries and or their containers for explosives, drugs, human trafficking, vehicle bombs, air freight for which it is used in Europe, making safe rooms, porter cabins or similar confined areas, small or large packages. The filters containing the air samples are then taken to the analysis unit where they are interrogated by our dogs. All have been certified for the Department for Transport and are audited on a regular basis by the Defence Scientific and Technical Laboratories, as well as having to achieve high detection levels on a daily basis. Throughout the whole clearance process, canines work in pairs with dedicated handlers and assistants, building a strong working relationship which helps to maintain our consistently high standards. Here we see the dogs warming up, confirming that the dogs are detecting the target odours and not false alarming. If our dogs are not performing as expected, they will be rested and receive further training. Once they are sufficiently warmed up, we can commence clearing live freight. It is important that the dogs are kept well motivated at all times, and the most effective way is to use positive samples. These are introduced into the lines of filters and offer an opportunity to reward the dogs. Quality control is an essential part of the whole process. One aspect is in the form of positive and blank samples issued to us by the DFT. We are unaware whether they are live or not, and we are required to analyse 6 samples per day, send the results to the DFT, then they tell us whether we were right or not. If the standard falls below a certain detection rate, we will be required to take some corrective action. The new EU legislation is comprised of airlines and regulated agents working in accordance with the UK Department for Transport Air Cargo Security Programme, and throughout Europe under the new EU legislation 300. The benefits of using Airworld security. Airworld security is well established and the only REST provider that concentrates purely on the REST product. Our REST experience and knowledge is unequalled in the industry. For example, our operations director was part of the original team working with the DFT and DSTL to develop the REST system and has 10 years experience in this field. Our trainers were also part of the original development team, which included our managing director, who was a senior trainer at the Metropolitan Police Dog Training Centre. But just as important to our customers is the experience and knowledge our long-standing staff have gained in the field over the years. We have total confidence that our staff are making correct decisions about the suitability of cargo to be rested and are producing the best possible air samples from the freight. Those good quality air samples need to be presented to our canine teams of equal quality, and this certainly is the case. 3 of our canine handlers are the most experienced REST operators in Europe, having worked since 2004 on this project. Their passion for the job is evident as soon as you see them working with their dogs, and they are constantly striving to improve their already high and exacting standards. Airworld Security are the only REST provider to have their analysis units situated next to 2 of the largest UK airports, London Heathrow and Manchester. This means that we are able to clear freight at these two sites quicker than anyone else in the UK. So when timing is crucial and freight needs clearing speedily for flight, Airworld security cannot be beaten. This also means we can easily service other regional airports such as London Gatwick, Stansted and Luton from London Heathrow, and East Midlands, Glasgow and Birmingham from Manchester.